Hello ladies and gentlemen, Messerschmitt 100 here, back with another review. Today it is the almighty Panzerkampfwagen 2 aus J. Pretty much one of the rarest tank you can get your hands on. And I got it yesterday from my good friend Glossy Pluxer. Just wow, thank you so much. It was amazing, thank you. I'm really out of words. Well, let us go over to the history of this tank. I'm going to do this garage clip really quickly for you guys. Only 22 was produced between 1943 and 44, and it saw action just in the Eastern Front. I think there's only 8 pictures historically of this thing. That's how little picture there is. In game, turn 68 points average, both for tier 3. It weighs 18.24 tons with my upset, which is much heavier than all the tier 3s. But for that, it has only a abysmal 160 horsepower engine, which gives this thing a power to weight ratio of only 8.77 horsepower per ton. It's extremely slow acceleration on this thing. If you want to get somewhere fast, don't take the LSJ. Top speed is 31 km per hour. Traverse speed is not good. 32 degrees a second. Third traverse is 40 degrees a second, so that's good. View range is really good, 320, single range okay, 345. Armor 80 in the front, turret and hull same, and 50 sides and rear on both hull and turret. This thing is overpowered like crazy. I have experienced bouncing 1,500 shots. 1,500 shots has hit this tank and has shared off in a battle. It's absolutely insane what this thing can do. Even standard AAP. We go over to the cannon on that note. It's a 20mm cannon. It actually compares very favorably to the cannon on the Aus D, although that's a shit tank. D for dipshit, I call it. But anyway, the only difference is the reload time. The Aus J cannon reloads faster. Anything else is exactly the same. It can have 400 rounds or shells of ammunition. I only take one clip because one clip of armor-piercing composite rigid costs 4,000. The other costs only 3 credits a shot, so it's really cheap. And that's real good. The only tank of tier 3 that are consumables on. That's the only tank. Equipment fit, spall liner, I guess artillery. And improve ventilation helps a good way. The last thing, you could go with coated optics. That's not a bad idea in this thing. Really anything else is not necessary. Cruise, commander, you should go for he's also the gunner. Deadeye could be useful, or Eagle Eye. Pretty much it has okay stats in anything else. The driver, take clutch braking. Sorry, that's one more. There we go, clutch braking. So this thing turns faster because it has a horrible hull traverse. And for the radio operator, the loader / radio operator, take situation awareness. That was pretty much the garage part. As I said, I want to do this review short because, well, I love to play this thing. and there's so few of you that's even want to see this tank that you don't need any more information. But the thing I want to say is that you only have 3 crew members. If one of them gets knocked out, you are going to have huge problems. So have a health kit. You just have to have it. Artillery can give this thing a problem. The only weak spot this thing has is that top front glisis. If you get above this thing and shoot in here, you can penetrate it. From above, such an angle. So if you get above this thing, you can really wreck this thing up. But if you don't, if you just face forward, or even just from the rear, you are having a problem. Because this thing can absolutely fuck you over. So yeah, that was a quick review in the garage. Let's go to the replay. So here we are at the replay on hills, and this is a demonstration of just what the Panzer II Alpha J can withstand. It's absolutely amazing and jaw-dropping sometimes what this thing can withstand. So I and my good friend Glossy Pluxer is advancing towards the enemy and just watching out on the spread of our team. And well, with 2 Panzer Alpha J sticking together, good luck. If there's not a Alpha J on the opposite team to counter the others, the enemy that's going to face up against Alpha J's themselves are going to be in a lot of trouble. And we in this game are top tier. So we're going each other's direction. This Panzer II is irritating, and there go bounces right off of me. I just at this point I just don't care. And again, just firing normal AP because the other ammunition is just way too expensive. And I find out that his front of his turret is very weak. It's probably not upgraded to the last one. But yeah, look at us. We are just wrecking them at this point. I can just leave my friend behind and just go out hunting Panzer II myself. And he's dead. Now I got detracked, and that's pretty much the only thing you have to think about in this tank, is being detracked. Look at that, just look at the bounces that is coming in on this tank. It's absolutely insane. So I'm just advancing forward, as normally would. There's the cruiser Mark III. That 20 or 40mm cannon he has absolutely no chance in the world of penetrating me. I just simply don't care. Just look at that. He's just trying desperately to reverse out of the situation he's in, but he doesn't quite manage to do it. Now, my friend is longer in the back, and again he is pretty much not taking any damage, so I just continue my advance. Normally I wouldn't leave my friends, but when you are in the Alpha J, you don't need to worry. And there you go, destroyed another tank. This cannon is weak, but if you know where to aim, you can still get him. And the last part of this replay is by far the best. You're just going to look on what is bouncing off my friend. He has been damaged a little bit, probably from some high explosives. People this tier doesn't really pack a lot of them, so we generally don't need to worry about it too much. So both teams are capping. I mean, I can't do anything with him, but I'm just shooting because the ammunition is dirt cheap on this thing. I believe it's just 2 credits for each shot. Now again, I'm just bouncing off. But he's not penetrating me either. So we're just holding him up. I just... look at it. Look at the guy trying to damage my friend. He can't do it. He's coming up behind him. And we just don't give a fuck. He tries to ram us. He can't even do ramming damage. We're just trying to hold him up. So our tank destroyer can take care of him. So yeah, 1 Aus J reversing, 1 Aus J going forward against a D2. That is not what you're seeing too many times. And he's continuing towards our cap, but I did track him. Trying to find a weak spot I can penetrate him, but my friend Glossboxer does it instead. And that was the replay, guys. That's how insanely overpowered these tanks can be. I took, throughout this replay, only 3 damage. Look, just 3 damage. Against all the things shooting at me. They pretty much just bounced. I don't know what I would just took 3 damage off. But yeah, that's how powerful these things are. If you see them on the battlefield and you're not in one of them yourselves, sorry for that, you are going to have a heck of a time penetrating the thing. Again, you saw also the abysmal penetration of its shells. Not really great. Not great at all. APCR is a lot better, but they cost a fortune to fire. My friend has gone into minus sometimes by... he has 200 armor-piercing composite rigids. Or at least he had, and that's just overkill. I just packed 10, as you can see. I never really fired a clip with armor-piercing composite rigids in this thing. I just don't want to spend the money. So, guys, is it worth it? It's incredibly expensive, as you know. Even with all the gold it comes with this thing, it's still 100 euros. It's incredibly expensive. Now I want to point out that this tank was gifted to me from Gossip Pluxer himself. And holy crap. That was very, very kind of him. By the way, he won't do that for others. We are long-time friends, so sorry. But yeah, this thing, if you once go into your account and see a gift, a Pants 2 of J, and don't accept it, you have to accept that I'm going to punch you in the face. Because if you can get this thing, I would buy it. But for 100 euros, it's a lot. But you get again 35,000 gold. So maybe it's worth it then. But it depends on what your views on gold are, of course. Now for this is something I haven't done before, and that's a shout out to something for my German viewers. The channel is Dixnc, a really kind German player that also has responded with some comments on the KV220 review, and I have played with him in game here, actually just before I made this replay. Review. So he's a really nice guy. So any German viewers, go to him because he does reviews in German. He's a really nice guy. So definitely subscribe to his channel. Anyway, guys, please give me some love as well. Give this video a like, thumbs up. It really means a lot to me. I'm not 20 subscribers. Best Christmas gift ever, in my opinion. And well, subscribe to my channel to see more of things like, well, also the path to Ask Jay now. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and let's just wrap this up. Keep your barrel clean, your ammo dry, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Thank you so much for watching. And have a happy Christmas.